Hello everybody, welcome to Tuesday's edition of the Chris Pritchard Cycling News Show. If you've not done already, please hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Seem to be getting an influx of subscribers and I want bloody more of you, so make sure you do that. Thank you to everyone that came into the chat last night of the stream. Listen, it was a really good stream. If you want to check it out, then click up on there once you've finished watching this video. But it's only half an hour, 40 minutes, something like that. But it was a proper solid race. It was a final stage of Tour de Zwift. It was stage 8. We were going around the Champs-Élysées. And it was a really good race. There were some really fast riders in it. There were some well-timed power-ups from me. And I bloody grovelled. I struggled. But only went and got third, didn't I? Now I know what you're thinking. Tour de Zwift, not a real race. It is a race. Zwift racing, not real racing. It is real racing. And it bloody sucked, but it was really fun. And thank you to everybody that seemed to just be throwing money at me last night. Donations coming in left, right and centre. I felt like a stripper in Spearmint Rhino, just men throwing money at me. In fact, leave a comment down below. What would my stripper name be? Chantel? Chardonnay? Chrissy? I don't know. Turbo? Leave your comments down below and let me know. Right, let's get into some news. First up, let's talk about this. Is it coincidence? I think not. Pritchard posts a vlog on Saturday. Tom Pidcock then heads out and posts on Instagram that he went for a run. Clearly inspired by my vlog, Tom Pidcock wrote this. This morning, I went out to try and break the 15-minute 5K. All right, soz. I did a 13:25. Apparently, this is very quick. Laughing, crying emoji. Humble. Think I'm going to try again in a few days to validate this. Maybe running is the sport for me. Questionable thinking emoji. Now I don't know if he was trolling or what he was doing, but clearly a lot of people didn't think he was running that pace, and this is probably my favourite comment of them all. Tom, you're running about 17-minute pace there with the form of a middle school boy. You definitely didn't run that fast or even close to it. But what do you think? In fact, triathletes, runners out there, is he capable of doing that? Now don't forget, we're talking about an elite athlete. One of the best athletes in the world who can ride for hours on end at ridiculously high levels of power. Now, is he capable of taking what he can do on a bike and transferring it straight into running? I wouldn't have thought so. Surely there's been runners who have been doing it for years who can't even get close to that pace. I don't know. Runners, triathletes, let me know down in the comments below. Legit or shit? You tell me. I mean, either way, he's a better runner than I am. I mean, I'd still be out there now if I was trying to compete and finish 5K. And he started on Sunday. Next up in the news, and the debate rages on as to whether Supertuck should be banned in the professional peloton. But now we have another debate as the UCI bans forearms on bars aero position. So in an update to their rules, it now says riders must observe the standard position as defined by Article 1.3.008. Sitting on the bicycle's top tube is prohibited. Furthermore, using the forearms as a point of support on the handlebar is prohibited except in time trials. And Article 1.3.008 states, the rider shall normally assume a sitting position on the bicycle. This position requires that the only points of support are the following: the feet on the pedals, the hands on the handlebars, and the seat on the saddle. Well, on the bum on the saddle, right? Now I know this position has been banned. Was it banned or was it just frowned upon? Did they stop people doing it on track riding? That's why they had them weird little bars that you could like put your hands on like that and get tucked when you were riding track. What were they called, them bars? I don't know. Anyway, you could use them and sit on the tops of the bars, but still get aero position. What do we think? I know a lot of pros didn't actually like that position, and clearly that is very dangerous, especially if you're not on your own. If you're in the peloton, it's bloody dangerous. A slight touch of wheels, a deviation from a pothole when you're like this. I don't think it should be part of the professional peloton. I think it shouldn't necessarily be banned, but riders should just say, let's not do that because could cause a bloody accident. A lot of riders have come out and said that Supertuck should not be banned though. They're like, shut up dickheads. Like, concentrate on other things. It's like when you get done for speeding, innit? And a cop pulls you over and you're like, you know, I pulled you over, yeah, speeding, yeah. Why don't you go and catch a real criminal? Well, you were speeding, so technically right now you're the criminal. Anyway, sorry, I'm digressing. Right, so Supertuck position, banned. Forearms on tops, banned. What do we think? Do we think both of those decisions are right? Clearly, it seems that in the professional peloton, the riders are like, listen, concentrate on the other things. This is not the most dangerous thing that's happening right now to us riders. But it seems something that the UCI can implement, that it appears that they are trying to take safety properly when really there's a million and one other things that you should be looking at rather than that. But as ever, leave your comments down below. What do we think to forearms on tops being banned? I think it's a good thing. Next up in the news, and if you've not seen this video, link is down in the description, but Chris Froome decides to become a YouTuber, reviewer, journalist, I don't know, but he's reviewing his brand new Factor bike for Israel Startup Nation. How dare he try and take my job?
Hey, this is Chris Froome, and today I'm going to be reviewing my Factor Ostro van.
Might just rock up to the Tour de France next year and win it. Not bad. In that video, he says this.
The downsides to disc brakes, the constant rubbing, the potential for mechanicals, the overheating, the discs becoming a bit warped when you're on a descent for longer than sort of 5-10 minutes of constant braking. Personally, I just don't think the technology is quite where it needs to be yet.
Which opens the debate once again for disc brakes. Do we need them? Yeah, we do. I think. No, we do. Like disc brakes, like he said, the technology isn't where it needs to be. But disc brakes are a much more efficient and effective way of bringing a rider to a stop than rim brakes. Fact, right? But they've only been developed for the past, I don't know how many years now, 5 years maybe, 6 years? Like they've been on motorcycles for years. They've been on cars for years. They've been on mountain bikes for years. But when it comes to road cycling and the minute details that go into winning a Tour de France, these products need to be slightly better because there is rubbing. Pistons don't equally hit the disc the way they should. Discs can get warped, pads can get worn a lot quicker than rim brakes, so there's still a lot of work to be done on a disc brake to make it fully efficient on a road bike during the Tour de France, for instance. Or a stage race, or in fact any kind of race really. You want to rock up to a Sportif with a front wheel bearing that wasn't running as true as it could be, you'd get it replaced. And it's the same with disc brakes. Like there's a lot that can happen for them to start rubbing, even when you're out on a ride. If those pads aren't released properly, if those pistons don't go back in the way they should and release that disc, then you're going to get rubbing. So the debate is back open. Should disc brakes be part of the pro peloton when they're not quite there yet? And then obviously that opens that discussion up for the dangers of them. Are they dangerous? Is it just a fact of life that we have to get used to with them being in the professional peloton now? When you consider what goes on at the back end on that group set of a bike, you've got chain rings and sharp sprockets. I don't know, leave your comments down below and let me know. What do you think? And if you want to check that video out from Chris Froome, go and subscribe to his channel. I bet he doesn't even say that in it, does he? Hey, it's Chris Froome, go and subscribe to my channel, hit that like button. But anyway, if you want to check that video out, link is down in the description. And then finally, let's talk some racing news. Etoile de Bessèges has been the main talking point for racing over the past couple of days. The final stage was a time trial. It was won by Filippo Ganna, who'd won the previous day's road stage. But overall, in that GC, Tim Wellens took the victory. In second place was Mikael Kwiatkowski, and in third was Niels Pollitt. Guten Tag, Niels. Sehr gut. In fourth there, you can see Jake Stewart. Mega ride from him for FDJ, British lad. Well done, son. And that was that. There's still loads of racing to come. There's loads happening. And but yeah, let me know down in the comments below. What do you think to the race? How are you consuming your racing this year? And that's about it, really. Let's get out of here. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that notification bell so you know when we go live with our live streams, with our videos. That's kind of it, really, because that's the only two things we do on YouTube. And until next time, kids, see there.